Hello from Melissa Mouse. I'm going to bring you into another drawing that hopefully will be captain obvious enough that everybody can totally understand what I'm trying to say. And it can be really simple and easy for everybody. So I'm just going to move closer to this little courtroom over here. I think this is the best spot. Actually, now I can see everything. Okay, so what is all this? What have I done? Okay, if you watch my former videos, I'm talking about a new way of society once we are free from the duress. We're going to go from duress to inspiration. So, in the future, closer, sooner the better. We got to get everyone on board with this plan. These would be 10-acre each privacy bubble per individual. And then in the middle, we've got party land here. Woo! This is our public area. But I go into great depth about this in my other videos. If you look at the ones in the past, they will explain what's going on in there. Okay, so what do we have here? We have two homes that are, instead of having 10 acres, they're on like a quarter of an acre each, which is so wrong. We should have never, ever, ever been put in this unnatural situation. So this person cares about bees and birds and nature and all that kind of stuff, which is what we should all care about, really. And then this person is complaining about the dandelions over here. And she's complaining about, oh, sometimes the blossoms fall from that tree over into her yard. And she's complaining about all the birds that wouldn't be there if this person didn't have such a great life. Yeah, so this person is now taking this person to court. It's just a small case scenario. So what's wrong with the courts of today? Well, you can see quite clearly, we know this person is innocent. She's the one she wants the dandelions for her bees because they make really good honey with those dandelions. And even if she chopped like the branches off right at the fence, these blossoms are still going to float over there. It's not really anything she can do about it, number one. Number two, it's neither one of their fault that they're living so close to each other. But I go into that in my past videos about this scenario. Okay, so they're in the court. What's wrong with this court? Well, who's this guy? He's got no integrity. He's been paid off by people like her, and people like him give him props because people like him love people like him because they keep everyone in these tiny little way too close together scenarios where everyone's crowding each other out and in each other's business, and they should never be that close. But as I said before, that's in my past video. You can go back and watch it. So what's going on in this courtroom is this guy doesn't like people like her. She grows all of her own food. She makes her own, well, she has bees that make her own honey for her, all kinds of stuff. So this guy puts pressure on this guy. Even though this guy has integrity, he still has to listen to this guy who is taking orders from this guy. This guy has integrity, but he's all wrapped up in duct tape or red tape or whatever you want to call it. This person doesn't get a chance with this integrity person, and this integrity person is still stuck listening to this person who is basically, they got duress aimed at every level. So even if he wasn't a person without integrity, person with integrity always has duress of some kind. So then what else is wrong with this courtroom? As you can see, we've got integrity, no integrity. Integrity, integrity, integrity. Neutral guy there. He's kind of neutral. And then these two have no integrity. Same with the people watching. This is just not working. There's not justice. Justice cannot come from duress. It just doesn't work that way. And we all know this by now. It's taken me years to actually get people to think I'm not crazy for pointing out this captain obvious fact. Again, it's very captain obvious. So, the person complaining about this person, they have ruined things for everyone. We used to be in Party Land, like over here. Everything was fine. But people like this, complaining about people like this, gradually enabled this duress to spread all over the entire planet. So nobody wins. Nobody wins under this duress. So don't be one of these people. Because we could have this, and we can have this again in the very near future if we all stick together and stick to this plan. That this plan has been laid out in my videos over the past 15 years or so, but most of them have been banned and deleted and all that stuff. They took away all my subscribers. That's why I'm doing everything so it looks like I'm just doing a child's thing to try to avoid algorithms and bannings. So you'll have to read between the lines with what I'm saying, because I have to avoid as much words as possible. So, if this court system is not working, this one will help remove the need for a court system as we're weaning. This here is the financial weaning system, which I also mentioned in my other video in the past. Most of them, the better ones, are just in the past week. So you don't have to go far back, because all the far back ones have long been deleted, which just really burns me, but oh well. Okay, so what kind of court system is this? What are you talking about? It looks like Hollywood Squares, doesn't it? Okay, so we have the complainer, the complainee, a witness, a few people that are just randos, I guess, for the sake of avoiding any kind of discrimination. So these people will be hidden. You don't know who any of these people are. None of them. To avoid the sake of discrimination and bias and all those things. So they will all just have like maybe a happy face or something, but it is all the same for the day. They all have the same avatar. And then who are these people? These are all the jurors. But they're not selected by some person who's being bought off or paid off, or some person who's under duress by that person. No, this is all done in the same way as the quantum financial weaning system. So what does that mean? If you haven't watched my previous videos, you don't understand. So what we're doing is we are voting for services. Over here, instead of voting for people, we vote for principles and we vote for services with our dollars. Instead of being taxed, we have a free will system where it's basically like a pay it forward, crowdfunding kind of based society. A free society. Free will, no duress. Because doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, that doesn't work, does it? That is literally the definition of insanity. And just take the courts all the way up to the grifter fake monarchy and all the other little branches of everything that go down underneath there. It's all baloney. Okay, so I'll get back to this Hollywood Squares court system. Okay, so these people are voting on who they think is guilty or if they think anyone is guilty. And these people will not be hidden. These people, you better be showing your face because of quite a few reasons. They will be held accountable for what they are concluding in this case. So all these people are are very transparent. These people are hidden, so you're not going to be biased or discriminate or any of that. So these people are going to be a little bit accountable for what their decisions are. So they want to make sure they're the most ethical, fair, and logical decisions. These people are not picked. They pick themselves. They're like, okay, I feel like I want to go and do figure out this case for today. So these people go in and they vote in a much similar fashion to the quantum financial weaning. And all these people are being watched by the entire planet. So they're going to be careful not to be prejudiced, not to be bigoted, not to be biased, not to discriminate, because the whole world is watching and they know who all these people are. These people won't be revealed because what happens too often is an innocent person gets slandered. They get their whole life ruined, their reputation ruined, all because someone made a false accusation against them. So, any false accusations, that protects the innocent from having their whole life ruined. Well, what if they were guilty? Well, after the fact, after there's absolute 100% proof that they're guilty, then you can reveal. Then you really were a victim. Then you can reveal who that was. But in the meantime, the victims seem to be falsely accused, slandered, their whole life ruined, and there's never any compensation. There's never any justice against the false accusers. So this is what I propose for our petty weaning system, because we should be over all this by now, but we're way far behind because of plagiarism and grifters and people basically trying to ride coattails, and they've really put humanity far, far behind with this plan because they don't understand the plan at all. And like I said, my things have been deleted for the last 15 years, and I'm trying my best. So I hope this is a good introduction into duress weaning from duress. So that's, I guess, what I'll call this one. Weaning from duress. He's under duress. He's under duress. She's under duress. They're all under duress. So we're going from duress to inspiration. Duress is not a way to live. Inspiration, you won't believe how wonderful the future lies when everyone's running off inspiration and their brilliant ideas without these people, these little busybody know-it-alls ruining what's great for everybody by constantly complaining about everything and nitpicking and ruining lives. So once we have taken the power away from these people, then we can go back to inspiration, because this person isn't under duress. This person is also putting people under duress. So this is not just from the top down, this is also from the bottom up. So the bottom up instead of just the top down. The top down, you're not going to get anything done. The bottom up, you know what's going to happen after that? Unity. We will all be united, because all of these little systems that exploit everyone, these will no longer be able to function. They will become obsolete. So I hope I made some sense, and I hope you like my video. Thank you for watching. Love from Melissa Mouse, also known as Lala. We'll see you in the next video.